We are Vega School, as I've mentioned, and we belong to the Independent Institute of Education. So I'm from the Cape Town campus, and we have 5 campuses across the country, which we'll get into in the next few minutes. So we've got 23 campuses, 6 faculties, 40,000 registered students and counting, 124 qualifications, and then we also have more than 50,000 graduates since 2005. So we belong to the Independent Institute of Education, and we're also internationally accredited by the British Accreditation Council. So that gives us an international recognition. It's also important to note that all of our qualifications at Vega, or the IIE qualifications, are accredited within South Africa as well as internationally. So they are the same NQF level or standard as that you would find at a traditional university, for example. It's just that we're a private institution, so we streamline our focus in the fields of brand, business, and design. And I mentioned our crayon bright spaces, our campuses in Johannesburg, Cape Town, Durban, Pretoria, and also we have an online campus where you can explore some online distance learning opportunities. And that's if you are based abroad, you can also then go and work abroad or maybe just live abroad and join in on any of our qualifications delivered online. And like I mentioned, I am from beautiful Cape Town campus. At Vega, we pride ourselves in teaching students and to graduate into the world being able to master complex problem solving, critical thinking, and creativity, which are one of the top 3 skills found on a CV. Our portfolios, as mentioned previously, are in the brand, business, and design fields. So I'm just going to briefly go over the few qualifications in each portfolio. But the video that I'm going to share with you is going to give you more insights on students talking, staff speaking about the opportunities and what Vega is like, and just give you a more informed way of understanding the dynamic at Vega. So under the brand management qualification or portfolio, we have the highest certificate in brand building and practice, and the BBA, which is the Bachelor of Business Administration in Brand Building and Management. We've also got a BCom in Strategic Brand Management, a BCom in Digital Marketing, and then we've also got an honors degree in Strategic Brand Management. So this is essentially for anyone wanting to branch into the fields of entrepreneurial, innovative strategies, finding the problems in the brands, finding the solutions. You are the developer of all strategies, making sure that they're aligned with the objectives of the business. You're going to make sure that you find what's troubling, what areas of concern you'll branch into, really hitting up the brand and making sure that they're always at the top of the game. So with these qualifications, you need there's a maths requirement, and then there's also having to meet the bachelor's pass or degree exemption or the equivalent thereof when trying to apply for any of these qualifications. Then under our brand communication umbrella, we've got an advanced diploma in brand innovation. That's a postgraduate level. Then we've got an undergraduate Bachelor of Arts in Strategic Brand Communication, a Bachelor of Honors in Strategic Brand Communication. We've also got postgraduate diplomas in brand building and a master's in creative brand leadership. And then last year, we launched our doctorate in brand leadership. So we go from higher certificates right up to doctorate level. So under the brand communications umbrella, it's really for anyone wanting to develop the communication strategies of the business or a brand. So you want to make sure that businesses and brands, they are accountable for what they say. They're not just saying things for the sake of communicating, but they are communicating on the right platforms. They're communicating with the right people, to the right people, saying the right things to the right audiences. I always make the perfect example of the fact that I would die if my mom was on Instagram trying to get her information from there, because it's not the target audience for Instagram. My mom is more suited for, let's say, for example, LinkedIn and Facebook. So making sure that your content is appropriate. It's addressing the crowd appropriately, making sure the brands are accountable and not just communicating without purpose. We've got our design portfolio, which is also very exciting because we're very famous for our design portfolio, or our students. And we've got, starting with a high certificate in creative development, high certificate in photography, which is now a high certificate in video and photography. We've got a Bachelor of Arts in graphic design, Bachelor of Arts in digital design. We've got a Bachelor of Arts in interior design. And our interior design qualification is really for anyone who sees themselves. You're not a decorator, but you're also not an architect. I always call it the perfect marriage between architecture and interior decorating. Then we've got a Bachelor of Arts in Creative Brand Communications, which is now known as the Bachelor of Arts in Copywriting. This is if you are a wordsmith, you've got a passion for languages. It also helps if you are sarcastic, because you're going to be writing copy for digital and print media. Then we've got a Bcis in game design and development. This is the perfect example of, if you love what you do, you never have to work a day in your life. Really, for anyone who's interested in developing games, designing games, helping businesses and brands gamify solutions, going into software development, this is for you. Then we've got a BA Honours in graphic design, and then a BA Honours in interior design, which are postgraduate options. And then I'm going to share this next video with you guys. We've put a lot of work into this. It really just showcases our campus and space beautifully. And it also has some of our students chatting to you about the different portfolios. So just hang tight for the next 12 minutes and then we can continue.
Hi there, my name is Carla Enslin and I'm a very proud member of the founding team of Vega. We're in our 22nd year and part of the Independent Institute of Education.
The IIE holds international institutional accreditation with the British Accreditation Council. At IIE Vega, you'll be equipped with 3 skills that will set you apart, not only in your career, but also in life. There's critical thinking, complex problem solving, and creative thinking.
We've embedded creative strategic thinking and strategic creative doing in all of our programs. From higher certificate level to our doctorate in brand leadership, we're dedicated to wisdom with magic.
We have campuses scattered all over South Africa: Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban, Pretoria, and online.
So I chose Vega because I was really fascinated to the courses that they deliver. I was really mesmerized for the idea of what I could become studying at Vega.
What I was contemplating was, finding a place that nurtures my creative and strategic abilities.
Vega gave that nice balance between seeing things happen, creating things, but also studying and learning the practical stuff.
I actually had no idea what I wanted to study. I just knew that I liked being creative, I liked designing, and I liked to solve problems. Came to the campus, and then I knew, now this is the place to study.
The Vega vibe is creative, open-minded, and really a lot of fun.
I was sitting at home with my cousin, and she asked me what studying at Vega was like. And before I answered her, she was like, I always imagined studying at Vega being like working for a company like Google. And I was like, dude, say no more, dude.
Being in an environment where so many different people come together that are different, but at the same time like-minded, creates a sense of belonging and makes it an environment where everyone can feel at ease. Throughout my time at Vega, I've had opportunities to meet some amazing lecturers known as navigators.
Navigators actually been working in industry, writing copy, designing.
These guys have had the real-world experience of making mistakes, learning from their mistakes, and applying their lessons to create like the most beautiful brands that the world has seen today.
In our first year, we were already exposed to guest lecturers and industry professionals who really enhanced our learning experience.
There was a memorable guest lecture, and he came through, he shared all these experiences, and it was just such a fulfilling experience to get to learn from somebody who's been in that space.
What Vega gives you, if they could give you a seed, the seed is independent thinking.
There's people that come with a set of mind that they want to be this, but when you get to Vega, you explore abilities and capacities that you never thought that you had.
I felt quite industry ready, if I must be honest with you. I know I'm not a know-it-all, and I don't know everything, but Vega gives you a lot of practical experience.
I found that agencies really look for people who've studied at a very reputable institution like Vega. So it was quite easy to find a job after school.
2 months after my graduation, I landed a job. I grafted throughout my 4 years, and I feel all that hard work kind of put me in the position I'm in today.
I am currently a part-time digital marketing manager at Prime Pixels. We target small businesses in the UK, and I studied the IIE BBA in brand management.
At Vega, we deliver a number of academic pathways: certificates, degrees, postgraduate diploma, advanced diploma, honours, masters, doctorate.
Hi, I'm Yancy. I'm going to give you a bit more insight into the design qualifications delivered at Vega.
Design is everywhere and in everything around us. It guides us on how we navigate the world, what we buy, what we eat, what we wear, and even how we feel. Design crosses culture, race, location, and language. It's universal, which is why it's one of the few career paths that allow you work anywhere in the world. Design qualifications at IIE Vega include graphic design, copywriting, interior design, game design and development, digital design, and photography. There will always be a need for great design. Simply put, it's a creation and expression of your ideas. An IIE qualification at Vega gives you the versatility to create your own path, working anywhere and anyhow you choose as a graphic designer, illustrator, content and scriptwriter, video creator, interior designer, game designer, web or app developer, and so much more. Even careers that haven't been dreamt up yet.
Hello, I'm Stephanie. Today I'll be chatting to you a bit more about the brand communication portfolio at the IIE Vega School.
Our brand communications qualifications enable you to develop the skills to uncover insights that drive innovative ways of connecting people and the brands they love. Brands with integrity have the power to add value to how people live and experience life. Our lecturers are industry practitioners and they know exactly how to guide students in applying this strategic thinking to practice. Brand communication qualifications at IIE Vega include strategic brand communication at undergrad level, as well as a host of postgraduate options right up to doctorate level. Picture yourself working for your favorite brand or at one of the world's hottest advertising agencies as an account executive, brand and communications planner, media planner, internal communication manager, public relations officer, and an event manager. Brands have the ability to change the world. With IIE Vega, you could be at the forefront of this movement.
Hey, awesome people. My name is Liu. Today, I will be telling you more about the business portfolio at IIE Vega School.
Our qualifications in brand management impart both analytical and strategic skills, covering everything from how brands are created to how they drive culture and commerce. Business degrees at IIE Vega not only equip graduates with core BCom modules, but they also impart the practical applications of strategies and marketing plans. We do this through industry briefs, guest lecturers, real-life brand challenges, and industry emergence. It's the doing as well as the learning, which is what employers are looking for when hiring. Business qualifications at IIE Vega include strategic brand management, brand building and management, and digital marketing. Do you want to become a brand manager, marketing manager, brand strategist, social media strategist, or a digital strategist? At IIE Vega, you learn to practice innovation and key problem-solving techniques focused on the value that brands can bring to the world. Become an entrepreneur, start your own business, or work for a major corporate or brand. The choice is yours.
Brand challenge. Guys, it's quite an experience.
By far the best time I've had in my life.
So during Brand Challenge, you get to work on a large variety of brands.
You get a live brief, you deal with live problems, business problems that require brand solutions.
It shows you know how to pitch to clients, how to speak to clients. It teaches you how to define your own creative and strategic work.
Even though I'm doing a creative degree, we get exposed to other skills such as brand and marketing and strategies.
So you're constantly collaborating, you're constantly problem solving, and that's definitely something I think the Vega Brand Challenge helps you with. It excels you in first of all, in the school environment, and you use that experience in the real world.
When I was studying at Vega, you usually think they're making us do scamps, they're making us do like ridiculous drawings of our ideas. But then when I started at my agency, I actually realized that was important. Like I had to go to reviews because reviews are real in the industry, and Vega taught me like real life agency skills. They really mimic what you're going to experience after studying.
Something I had the privilege to do was have 120 hours industry immersion, and my first industry immersion outside of Vega was an internship in Tanzania in Dar es Salaam.
Studying at Vega, you get the opportunity to enter your work into international and local awards. And with the help of your lecturers, you get to craft your work perfectly for these awards. In third year, I entered a design work, which was a beautiful cereal box, and it won a silver lorry. And then I got to actually go to the lorries that year and receive my award.
I think you should choose Vega because it gives you the opportunity to learn about real world industry, and once you've completed your degree, it gives you a really good foundation to go out into the working world.
It's definitely going to help you kind of rethink how you think about work, and definitely rethink, just your entire creative process.
So in my first 2 years at Vega, I have learned so much, and because of the amount that I've learned, I was able to start a micro digital marketing agency called Sabo Digital, and I honestly don't believe I would have been able to achieve that without the help of Vega.
I think this is quite a challenging moment in time. You're making a very big decision and you're becoming part of something. And becoming part of something, you need to consider the size of things, the scale at which decisions are made and which those decisions are resourced. You're also becoming part of Vega, our way of thinking, our way of doing. And in that context, you're becoming part of industry. And that is what is genuinely unique about Vega. We refer to ourselves as a collective of creative solution seekers, and the world needs more creative solution seekers.
If you only take 5 things from today, it should be these. 1, we have consistently been ranked a top tertiary brand by the Lurie's official rankings. Number 2, the IIE holds international institutional accreditation through the British Accreditation Council. 3, we really focus on creating creative strategists and strategic creatives. The 4th takeout is our lecturers and academic staff are not only highly academically acclaimed, but have all had industry experience. Last but not least, we do a number of projects with industry and also get a lot of industry engagement and industry immersions where students get real-life industry experience.
Hi future Veganites, my name is Devald and I'm the National Senior Contact Navigator at IIE's Vega School. I form part of a dedicated Contact Navigator team, and we are ready and waiting to assist you with your application and registration at Vega. If you saw something in today's presentation that sparked your interest and you would like to find out more, please feel free to reach out to us. You can do that in one of 2 ways. The first, and most probably the easiest, is to just save our WhatsApp number. It's displayed on your screen now. And just say hi. Our contact navigators are standing by to assist you with any queries. The second one is the Vega website, vegaschool.com. On the website, you'll be able to book a consultation and even submit your application online. Convenient and easy. Don't settle for tomorrow. Contact us today.
Awesome. I think the video says it all. Thank you so much for the patience and just, having your attention at this point in time. It was a bit of a long video, but I think it just captures everything so perfectly. I think if you're still wondering why Vega, these are just a few of the reasons why. It says here that 95% of our 2016 graduates were employed within 6 months of completing their qualification. And then the updated stats we received recently is that 88% of 2020's graduates, which mind you was the year of the pandemic, they found employment within, I think, also 6 months of graduating, 88% of them. And then also our lecturers, they're such amazing human beings, and we've got part-time as well as full-time lecturers. because they're always involved in industry and always up to date with developments and requirements, taking our students to these amazing competitions, having them participate in the Luries, the D&AD awards. And then also we are the only brand focused school in the country and internationally, and with a learning model that focuses on not just the learning, but the doing as well. We focus, I think there's a healthy balance when it comes to our practical as well as theoretical applications. And we also encourage students to spend about 120 hours outside of the learning environment to immerse themselves in integrated learning opportunities such as internships. And then in our infamous brand challenge, it's a module that our students get to take part in third year. It's a 6-week challenge where students are then briefed by specific brands, and these are just some of the brands that students have worked on or worked with. And the brands would then come on board and brief students on a specific issue that they're experiencing, a specific area of concern or area of interest that they would like to branch into. And then these brands would then basically rely on the students to then pitch back these very strategic, creative ideas and solutions back to them. And some of these brands would work for brands like Vita Cafe, Reebok, Microsoft, Discovery. We've also previously worked with the Bill Melinda Gates Foundation. So very reputable, familiar brands that we engage with on an everyday basis. We've also got campus events. I know you are based very far, but we have so many students coming in from Namibia and internationally that we do open up the opportunity for you to see our Crayon Bright spaces. We do have an open day on the 27th of August. And sometimes if you've got friends in South Africa and you want to send your friends to come and visit us on campus, we are more than happy to do that or meet with your friends as well. And also just to reach out to us should you have any questions, and also to take note that applying for 2023 of the applications have already started. And if you would like to receive one-on-one career guidance or just a consultation to just maybe go a little bit more in depth about the qualification of interest, you can reach out to us. We did pop the WhatsApp line in the video, but you can visit the website and then just ask to chat to one of our student advisors by visiting vegaschool.com. Or you can scan the barcode below, or the QR code, sorry, and you will be then taken to an inquiry page, and we'll have someone from our team reach out to you. And then whether it is a face-to-face, a Zoom, a Teams, virtual consultation, we are more than happy to do that with students and parents alike. And then just for our campuses, contact details if you are looking to reach out to any one of the campuses of your choice. We've got our Bordeaux, Johannesburg, our Cape Town, Durban, Pretoria, and then our online campus details. And then that about brings us to the end of the video or the presentation. And then I don't know if I have any questions from the crowd, from the audience. I see hands clapping. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much. Let's quickly see if there are some questions. Yes.
How much does it cost?
What specifically would you like to know? What costs?
Digital marketing.
Digital marketing. Fees for digital marketing.
And interior design.
And interior design.
Okay, that's a good question. So all of our qualifications, if you visit the website, so each qualification has a different fee structure or tuition fee. So you're more than welcome to visit the website and then click on tuition cost under each qualification tab. And then also just take into consideration that the fees for 2023 year of intake has not been released yet, but this year's fee should give you somewhat of an estimate or gauge a ballpark of what to work with in terms of fees. I hope that answers your question.
Yes.
Do they provide scholarships?
Are there any scholarships available?
We don't have our own scholarships because we're not government funded. We are a private institution. However, we do have some financial aid options available where we have students, we share organizations or institutions that maybe facilitate acquiring funds or the process of receiving the sponsorships or bursaries that we do share with the students upon request.
Any other questions?
Entry requirements for digital marketing and interior design.
Entry requirements for digital marketing and interior design.
Okay, they've got the same entry requirements. So on the South African schooling curriculum or standard, it would be a maths, either pure maths or maths lit, and then it would be a bachelor's pass. So for international students, if you are doing Cambridge, we would have to look at a combination of your A levels and IGCSEs, and then we would make a decision based on that. So we would need to see that you've got maths in a certain percentage or a certain grading for maths, and we would also need to see whether or not you've got all the, let's say, for example, 2 A levels and 3 IGCSEs, and from the specific categories. However, our student advisors are trained to be able to assist you with those queries to see and gauge whether or not you'd be meeting the requirements, and we'll be able to answer your question with regards to your admission requirements. All international students with an international certificate or Cambridge certificate would need to apply, whether they're studying at Vega or any other university in South Africa. They would need to apply through a organized or body called USAF, which is University South Africa. And USAF really converts or translates your international school leaving qualification into the South African standards. So they would be the final, they would give the final say of whether or not you meet either a foreign exemption or a full exemption, which means they allow you entry into degree studies in South Africa. So regardless of the qualification, you would still need to submit your application to Vega. We can have a look and gauge your A levels and in terms of where you're headed to, but you would still need to apply through Universities South Africa or USAF to get that final exemption certificate.
And now if you apply for that certificate, it has to be university specific. They ask which university you're applying to. So if I apply to you with that certificate, can I use that same certificate at a different university, or do I have to reapply for the new certificate?
As far as I know, there's no need to reapply because they give you an exemption to study at any university in South Africa. That's just the experience I've had, because we've had students, let's say, for example, completing an undergraduate degree at Stellenbosch or UCT, and then we just ask them for the USAF certificate from that application. So the certificate, if I'm not mistaken, that just states that you may enter into studies at a university in South Africa.
Okay, great. Any other questions? Yes.
Where in the Cape is it situated?
Where is Vega situated in the Cape?
It's situated in the heart of Cape Town. So Sea Point, Greenpoint area. It's a stone throw away from the V&A waterfront. We've got an amazing deck with an amazing view of the mountain and the ocean. So really, it's just a special location.
Do students do they have private accommodation, or do they have campuses?
Okay. We've got private accommodation. We've got an official accommodation hub called Digs Connect, and that's really just a hub where you'd be able to search your accommodation options according to your preferences, proximity to campus, budget. Then we also share external accommodation providers and just trying to make a process as seamless as possible by providing you with as much information as possible upon request.
Okay. Anything else? No? Louis, thank you so much. Let's give her a last round of applause.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Time with us now, Career Week. Thank you so much again.